So I just ended my live on the boat, came over to the wine cellar. We're at the Burmester wine cellar, and in 10 minutes the tour will start, but look how cool it is so far. I wonder if there are any filming rules. Let me look. I don't know what that means. Look at all this. We're waiting for the wine cellar tour to start, and it's going to start in like 10 minutes. Let's just take a little. Used to set the boundaries of the region at the time of the first demarcation of the port wine region in 1756. So here we are at the Burmester wine cellar, and Burmester has started in 1750 thorough work as far as the production of excellent wine is concerned. Enjoyed from its humid and fresh environment, which the water mine inside the cellars helped to enhance. Dates back to 1883. Learn all the details. Okay. Well, let's go. We're waiting for our English-speaking tour guide. And our ticket comes with 2 wine tastings. So I'm very impressed with the level of Wi-Fi that is in this country, because there's like Wi-Fi everywhere. Look at this. So I just walked over the bridge off of the wait, look at that. That looks like jail cells up there. Is this like a wine prison? Those definitely look like. Is that why it's called a wine cellar? Because there's jail cells. So, yeah, we just walked over the bridge from the boat, and the wine cellar was there. So it starts in 3 minutes, 7 minutes, 8 minutes. And so the wine tasting tour is actually €16. And I paid 25 for the whole thing, which means I paid €9 for the boat. And, you know, I guess that's not that big of a deal. €9 for the boat. Go look up how much it is to go on those boats on the Thames in London. And it's going to be well more than €9, I can tell you that. But we're waiting for our English-speaking tour guide, so he can tell us all about the wines, and I can pretend like I'm listening when I'm really just, I mean, if I'm honest, I guess it's not worth it, because you can get a whole bottle of wine for €2. So I could have got 8 bottles of wine for what I paid for this one ticket of the tour of the wine cellar. So, you know, when you look at it like that, it's not worth it. But then when you look at it in terms of a tourist attraction for 16 euro and you get wine tasting, I guess it is worth it. It just depends on your perspective. But I'm like, I could have just went and bought 8 bottles of wine and sat in front of that boat and got drunk for fucking 2 weeks. Or I could go on a boat ride and then have like 2 tastes of wine. But anyway, at least it's cool in here. And, you know, I've actually never toured a wine cellar before. You know? Yeah, Flabba Jabba. We already did the boat. It's on the live before this one. Now we're in the wine cellar, but look how cool it is. It looks like an actual prison cell. Like, it looks like an actual prison. It's like a cave. There's caves that we're supposed to be going in, and that's how they that's how they store the wine. Nevertheless, I'm sure it'll be pretty interesting. And thank goodness I brought my own wine anyway while we're waiting. So, the tour starts in 5 minutes, and I am excited that they have Wi-Fi in here. They had Wi-Fi like on the street in front of the boat. They had Wi-Fi on the boat, which I thought was really cool. And now they have Wi-Fi in the wine cave. It's pretty for Portugal. Italy's not like that, bro. Italy rarely has fucking Wi-Fi anywhere. And Italy is like, they don't give a fuck in Italy. Like, I was really impressed with the quality of Wi-Fi they have all over the city. And wine, I do love wine, so this is for a tourist attraction, this is, you know, something that interests me. I prefer to go to a winery though. Like I would, see the grapes being like picked and stuff like that. I think I would prefer that. But I've never been to a wine cave. This is where we are. Burmester. I'm just proud of myself that I actually booked something today and got out of the house and did it. Because my lazy ass, especially like the first day that I arrive somewhere, if I had like a long day of travel, I just want to like sleep all day and just stay inside and not be bothered by people. But I was looking at the weather and it was like today was the best weather to no, I'm not in the UK, Sardine. I'm in Portugal. Today was the best weather day, so I said, let me just go out and do some content and do the one touristy thing that I'm gonna do today. And that way tomorrow I can have a rest. And then the 26th, I'm going to Faro. And I haven't decided how I'm gonna get there yet. I think I'm gonna take the train. But it's like the bus is like €5 and the train is €30 and it's the same distance. It's just like, it takes the same amount of time. So it's like, Have I been hit on yet? Well, I haven't talked to anyone because I've been on live. So that's a blessing. I've been being avoided because it looks like I'm busy. And also when I walk, I'll just have like my headphones in so like nobody talks to me. Oh my God, it's so annoying. They still try to talk to me though. I gotta turn my battery on low. Hold on. This country is something I've ever been to. I started traveling in like 2002 out of the country, and it's like the technology. Like when you used to travel out of the country or whatever, you just like had to take pictures of like a disposable camera, and then you had to hope that it was in focus, because after you got it developed, you didn't know what you were gonna get. So like my old travels, like I have like scrapbooks made of like actual pictures. And now I can just like go on live and I can film shit as we're doing it. And I just find that so incredible. Like if like I'm a, like for a traveler like me, and now that I'm like a content creator, it's like the coolest thing that I get to share my experiences with y'all. And y'all are all over the world. And that's like the coolest part of social media and technology. It's like you can be here with me in Portugal when you're in your bedroom. And you don't have to like wait, like you can see it in real time. You know, like before I would go on vacation, my family wouldn't even know that I would send postcards. Like they wouldn't even know if I was alive. Okay, let's go. Are you guys ready?
To explain to you exactly what our port wines are they make and the major differences between these types of wines and the more common still wines that we produce here that come from the Golden Valley wine. Okay? Before we get in, let me just tell you, you're currently at the second oldest cellars of the region. The building here is very old, very small, and it does have these large windows that allow for lots of natural light to come in, which is very unusual for a wine cellar. Up there, in the first level, what looks like to be sort of a prison, it's in fact also a winery, sort of a cellar where you can pay for the best and oldest bottles of ports, the oldest of which date back to 1870. We have 7 bottles that have been aged for over 152 years. The oak vat is the oldest oak vat still in utilization, dating back to the 1883. So it has 104 years of use. Okay.
Wow.
Without further ado, I invite you now to
That's the oldest one. Are you guys ready? Let's go. They didn't say nothing about photography, so we're in there.
Yeah, thank you.
Wow. Harvesting when the grapes have ripened to the desired color, activity and weight, sugar levels.
All of the photos that you like, flash photos, we might get, okay? It's not allowed to record the visit, but photos and as much as you want, okay? So I can start by telling you a little bit about the history of the cellars. The Burmester cellars were founded in 1730 by 2 Englishmen, Henry Burmester and John Nash. But at the beginning, it was not a port wine cellar, this was just a business to export cereal from Portugal to the United Kingdom. 20 years later, in 1750, they changed the activity of the company to make the production and export of port wines. Port wines by then were not the wine-based liquor that we know today. They were just normal wines, like all of the others, exported from the city of Porto to Northern Europe, and especially to England. England has always been the main market to export the Portuguese wines. Okay? In 1806, the partnership between Burmester and Nash was dissolved, and it was the Burmester family that acquired the capital of the country. They changed its name to Burmester and Sons. And in 1834, Johann Burmester, a distant relative that came from northern Germany, in Hamburg, came here to Porto to retake control of this company, changing its name to J.W. Burmester.
Beauty and Waiting by Princess Elizabeth.
Since 1865. This name Burmester accent, of course, is not originally English, but German. They were from northern Germany, okay? In 2005, this company was then bought by Sojenius. Sojenius is a financial group that comes from Spain that owns 5 brands of port wine. We have these 2 German brands, Burmester and the brand Porto. I don't know if you saw Porto.
Look at those. Those are so cool, huh? All those gold certificates and letters from the Queen.
We also have 2 Portuguese brands. The most well-known is Cellar. Everybody here in Porto usually knows this brand. And also wines. And we also have a 5th brand, Gilbers, of English origin. So 5 in total, okay? Now I'm going to ask you, does everybody here present has already tried a port? Do you know this kind of wine? Yes, no? I always ask, do you know what makes a port wine a port wine? What's the major difference between this type of wine and the more usual wines? Sugar? Not exactly. It has to do with the process of production of the wine. They are exactly the same. The port wine is a fortified wine. It's not a true wine because we have to stop the process of alcoholic fermentation, the process by which once you crush the grapes, the yeast that live on the skins of the grapes start to develop, to multiply, and you can convert the sugars of the grapes into alcohol. If you let this process of fermentation last for 2 weeks, by the end of it, you'll have a wine, a traditional wine, averaging 13 to 14% of alcohol. But in the case of a fortified wine, like the Marsala, Italy, the Jerez in Spain, or the Porto wines here in Portugal, we have to stop this process by adding a strong brandy, sort of a brandy. Think of it as a grappa because it's made out of grapes. We call these types of brandies
Let me take some pictures real quick. So port wines are sweeter than traditional wines.
Is always added in the ratio of 1/5 brandy to 4/5 wine. So with a bottle of port wine, 20% of it is brandy.
Wow. Did you hear that? 20% is brandy in a port wine. 20% of it is brandy, so they can raise the alcohol content higher.
It's a very misleading name because they're not producing port nor aging port. They're always aged in the town.
Gaia.
Port is on the right bank. Why here and not on the other side?
Okay.
Because Gaia is facing towards the north, so we got less sun exposure while here. It's much more humid here, and the temperatures are higher.
Interesting.
So it's better for the wine to age, okay? And the second type of reason, because of the money. In the past, the 18th and 19th century, the taxes were a lot higher on the other side of the rivers. So it made perfect economic sense to make the wine aged here and make a cheaper wine, but a better quality. Okay? And all the process begins in the Lower Valley wine region. Okay? The Lower Valley wine region is a large wine region that sits to make the wines. Every spring, the wine comes back here to age and bottle. Okay? In the past, of 1960, 1965, the way to transport the wine was by boats, by the small boats that you can see hanging outside of the buildings. Nowadays, of course, we transport always by boat. Okay? I can show you the process of production of wine. This was very significant on the coast. Not changed at all. So, the process is wine. The harvest season.
The family name originates from the small town of Moellen in northern Germany. Oh my God, they were Nazis. Are we at a Nazi wine brewery? Wine cellar?
These operations are no longer done by hand, okay, or by foot. It's always mechanized. And then we start with fermentation. If the fermentation lasts 2 weeks, by the end of it, we're going to produce a normal wine averaging 30 to 40 degrees of alcohol, the Low Valley region wine. We call it DOCO, controlled origin denomination wine. If, on the other hand, we add the brandy of 77%, we stop the process of fermentation and we create the ports. The brandy can be added between the 2nd to 8th day of fermentation to create the port wine. Okay? Then, after a second pressing of the wine to further extract the color and remove the sediments out of the wine, every spring the wine is transported in large stainless steel vats here to be aged and hauled. The aging process can be done in 3 different ways. The wine can either be aged in large stainless steel vats, in these large wooden vats that we call in Portuguese balsams, or in these small barrels that we call barris, or guitas, or in combination of seven. It depends on the category of the wine, okay? By the end of the aging process that can last up to 100 years, we're going to blend the wines. The master blender can either blend different harvested wines to make the ports, and the ports, most of them are blended
Like,
wines.
this guy's giving us a history lesson, and I'm just checking myself out in this lighting. I'm checking my face out in the lighting. How much of a narcissist am I?
By the end, we're going to follow the wine
Great
in our
lighting.
logistics center at Porto, about 10 minutes away. The lights are from here at the top of the field. Okay? It starts in these large vats, and that, like this one, is filled up to the brim with 23,650 liters of wine. This is indicated here, 23,650 liters. This represents almost 30 to 31,000 bottles of port wine that can be filled up using this vat alone. These types of vats are still constructed by hand by cooperage workers that we call in Portuguese penguins. They take about 2 weeks and 8 men to construct a vat of this size. They also make the small barrels.
I'm already bored. This is my attention span. 10 minutes, that's all you get. I know. Like, I don't like tour guides. I just want to like go look at the shit myself and then drink wine. That's it. Just in the corner taking selfies. Bitch. Nobody cares about this. We just came to get drunk. I figure out what I'm gonna eat after this because I am getting hungry now. I probably should have ate first and then came here. Who knew? The one thing that I did learn is that they add brandy to the wine because port wine is stopped in the middle of the fermentation process and then brandy's added. All right, here we go.
That's another easy walkway up there.
Like, can I just go up here and cut through? Why do I have to have a guided tour?
So, I want you to draw your attention to these two options where we have samples of wine that represent the categories of wine that we rice and colors. So that white wines,
Here we go. Secular insignia.
every single port wine, without exception, is always a mix of different varieties of grapes. A minimum of 2, a maximum of 6, usually around 3 to 4. Okay? Each one is chosen to fit the wine, its color, and its primary aromas. But I don't know if you know how many the total number of varieties of grapes that you produce, at least in the Lower Valley wine region, from which you can choose to create the ports. You have the main idea. But the people that are in my opinion, that's not what very short.
There's like tea up there. Do you see that? What is that?
Fine wines and extra dry. So we have a medium dry and an extra dry. They're only 3 years of age. The fine wines for fine wine, for 9 months ages in stainless steel vats. The remainder of the time in the smaller wooden vats.
I'm bored already.
The wine begins to turn darker and more golden in color. This is like when you open up an apple and you eat it in the air. The contact with oxygen darkens the color. It's the same process for the life. Okay? The extra dry that only ages in stainless steel fats, and at the lower temperatures, it develops a more lighter type of color, more pale color, and it kind of looks like apple cider and it smells like new apples too, okay? This wine is called extra dry because it's the less sweet. It has 35 grams of sugar per liter against 90 for a fine wine. How do you control the level of sugar? Do you have any idea? How do you produce a dry wine or sweet wine? By adding the brandy later. The later you add the brandy, the more time you give for the yeast to do their work and consume the sugars and create a drier wine. So this is guys at the end of the first week of fermentation, whilst the fine wine between the third to the fourth day of fermentation. Okay? Then you have the rubies. The rubies are the red wines that always age in the past. They would always be aged inside of these large vats. Because you have a large volume of wine aging inside of them, most of the salt is in contact with wine, with itself. It does not have direct contact with the living walls around it. So the wine is less contact with the oxygen that's flowing through the pores of the root. Okay? So less oxidation means that the wine retains this dark color, this opaque color, that's called color typical of the red. And amongst the points, they're the most similar to a normal red wine. Raspberry, blackberries, blueberries, and cherries. Okay? These wines usually are done 2 to 3 years on average. They be clear and then they're bottled.
They ought to have like comedians doing this or something, so it's not so boring. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. You don't say. You don't say. Can you tell I used to get kicked out of school a lot when I was a kid? Bitch, you got 5 minutes to make an impression on me, or else I'm zoned the fuck out.
We have 4 of each, ranging from youngest to the left, oldest to the right. The youngest, we have the fine ruby and the fine brown, 3 years of average age. Then you have the sort of watcher, which bears up with the glove.
Why am I like this? This is why I don't do fucking tourist shit. Because I just get bored and waste money. I had my wine in my bag. I could have just sat outside and got drunk and didn't have to hear this shit. Waiting and waiting.
And the chocolate club, 7 years about 500 small wooden barrels. Okay? Then you have this special category, vintage. The most special category for import wines. You know what a vintage wine is?
Nobody cares about this shit. We just came here to get drunk. We just came here to get drunk. We just came here to get drunk. Y'all find something for me to eat. Go Google what the fuck I should eat. Maybe I should just get off until we get to the wine part, because this is just going to be a nightmare. This is just going to be complete and utter boring. What it's going to do. I'm bored out of my skull right now. I cannot pay attention. I'm gonna come back on whenever we get to the wine so I can just take a nap, okay?